Uy, hindi lang pala GT30 Pro nilabas si Infinix. Meron siyang sinabay na Infinix XPad GT. Powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 888. I know, medyo luma na siya. Together with a 13-inch na screen na sobrang laki and a 10,000 mAh na battery na also sobrang laki, I think there's nothing not to like about itong tablet na ito. Tara, pag-usapan natin after this quick intro. Now guys, itong Infinix XPad GT na may 8 gigs of RAM and 256 GB of storage is currently priced at $17,999. I'll post the link on the description box below or just simply click the product link para makita nyo kung meron siyang ongoing promo from the official Infinix store. Now, one of the things na napansin ko dito sa kanya is yung kanyang camera bump. It looks quite similar dyan sa Infinix GT30 Pro. And smooth naman likod niya even though it's matte finish. And makita mo dito sa ilalim, meron siyang Infinix GT na logo, which means this is part of their GT lineup. Meron siyang tatlong terminal dito, which means probably pwede siyang kabitan ng magnetic keyboard, which most likely might be sold separately. Meron siyang dalawang speakers dito sa ibabaw, and dalawa din dito sa ilalim. Pero ayon sa spec sheet, 8 ang speakers na dito sa loob, which can create a 3D sound system by the way. And nakita nyo sa unboxing, meron siyang kasamang vegan leather case para protected ang iyong device. Now, itong tablet na ito is being powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 888. Yes, I know probably yun ang pinaka-first thing na babatikusin nyo dito sa tablet na ito. But given that it's a former flagship chip, nabigyan naman ako ng 880,000 points dito sa AnTuTu benchmark na latest. Ito ang kanyang breakdown scores. 1,490 ka na loop score with a 95% stability sa wildlife extreme. Ito ang score na kuha niya sa CPU benchmarking na Geekbench. And ito naman sa kanyang GPU benchmark. Okay naman kanyang thermals and it-throttle to 85% na kanyang best performance. Malalaman natin later sa gaming kung iinit to kasing init nga ba ng plansa. Now, one of the good things dito sa tablet na ito, malaki ang kanyang battery. 10,000 mAh sa kanyang battery with a 33 watts na fast charging support. It can also give you a 10 watts na reverse wired charging, which I think hindi mo naman siguro gagamitin yun. This tablet is weighing at around mga 655 grams, which is medyo may kunting kabigatan. Lagpas siya kalahating kilo, pero yung bigat niya is due to yung laki ng kanyang screen at 13-incher. Na nung ginamit ko naman itong tablet ito as my daily driver, tumagal naman to sa akin ng one whole day, wala akong naging problema. As long as hindi ka naman babad sa gaming dito on this tablet, wala kang maging problema letting this one last for a whole day. And another good news guys, matipid siya sa battery dahil it was able to give me a 20 hours and 3 minutes na screen on time dito. This is based on 50% brightness and 60 Hz na screen refresh rate. Napag-usapan natin kanyang screen. This has a very big screen. 13-incher ang kanyang screen. Makikita rin naman natin na symmetrical din ang kanyang bezels dito, which I think it's a really good sign dito sa tablet na ito. I simply love yung kanyang pagkalaki ng screen, no? It's probably one of the rare ones na mayroong ganong kalaki na screen and may enjoy man talaga using this tablet. One of the good things dito is meron din siyang 144 Hz screen refresh rate and 700 nits nga pala ang kanyang maximum brightness. This one is being protected by the Corning Gorilla Glass 3, which is also medyo luma na rin konti. But since meron naman siyang free na vegan leather case, you might as well want to cover yung screen mo for extra added protection. Now, if you're using this for social media, scroll ka lang sa Facebook, scroll ka lang sa TikTok, scroll ka lang sa Instagram, wala kang maging problema dito. Dahil mabibigyan ka naman ng smooth experience dito on every single swipe, definitely may enjoy mo. Now, kung nanonood ka ng mga favorite shows mo dito on this tablet, which I did, nanood ako ng NBA Finals na Game 7 dito on this tablet. Sobrang okay. Nag-enjoy ako sobra dito sa kanya. And if you're watching yung mga favorite Korean novelas mo din dito, talagang okay na okay. Magandang ka ng display, even though this is just a IPS LCD. Since sinabi naman ni Infinix na meron siya 8 speakers dito, check natin kung magugulat ako sa lakas ng speaker siya pag nakasagad. Guys, mapapasayo ka talaga dito sa kanyang speakers, no? Ang lakas, and parang naka-Bluetooth speaker ka. Yung mga tipong JBL na speakers ang tunog, yung pag narinig mo tong song na to, chug, 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 tapos parang nanginginig siya. Talagang mafe-feel mo yung ganda ng kanyang sounds. So, sound tripping on this tablet, definitely approved. Na naglaro naman tayo ng 3 games dito on this tablet. Since it's a gaming tablet, nilaro ko pa naman mga bigatin na games, Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, and Call of Duty Mobile. Pagdating sa Genshin Impact, I know na it's a 888, so hindi ko siya sinagad, no, to its best graphical settings, pero nilagay ko pa rin siya sa 60 FPS. Playing this game was definitely good. Masasabi ko sa inyo na I did feel some frame drops along the way. Since alam naman natin 888, siguro pwede natin compare yan sa 7 Gen 3 right now. It's quite powerful, but syempre handling these AAA games might be a little bit difficult para sa kanya. Pero one of the good things naman dito sa tablet na ito is ang ganda ng view mo. Ang laki ng view mo dito. Touch response is definitely fast. Wala kang maging problema dito, lanas ka ng sound, so ma-enjoy mo talaga itong game na ito. And surprisingly, after 30 minutes of gameplay, 41 degrees Celsius lang siya. Pagdating sa Wuthering Waves, the gameplay was okay. Hindi ko rin siya sinagad, no? I just put it to medium graphical settings, pero sinagad ko rin ang kanyang FPS. One of the things na napansin ko is medyo hindi ganun kaganda sobra yung kanyang graphics. Siguro dahil medium graphical settings nga lang siya. And sa laki ng screen neto, pansin ko medyo a little bit pixelated konti. Konti lang naman. Kasi I do pay attention sa mga details. One of the good things dito sa kanya is very responsive ng screen. And one thing na napansin ko rin dito sa kanya is medyo na-feel ko konti ang kanyang frame drops. Pero it's not really too much of a big deal. You'll definitely enjoy playing this game on this tablet dahil sa laki ng kanyang screen and sa ganda ng kanyang sounds. After 30 minutes of gameplay, 45 degrees Celsius. Pagdating sa Call of Duty Mobile, ito, wala akong naging problema dito. Nilagay ko siya sa ultra frame rate and low graphical settings. The gameplay was definitely good. Sobrang nag-enjoy ako dito sa kanya dahil sobrang smooth ng kanyang gameplay, and honestly, and one of the things na medyo nahirapan konti is handling this tablet kasi of course 655 grams is a little bit heavy, hahawakan mo siya ng handheld is a little bit heavy. The touch response was definitely good, and I would definitely recommend you to buy a game controller if you want to play this game. But one of the good things dito naman sa kanya is ang ganda ng field of view mo. After 30 minutes of gameplay, 41 degrees Celsius. Now, quickly run down lang natin ang kanyang camera. This one has a 13MP na main camera sensor with autofocus, which can shoot you up to 1080p and 30 FPS. And ang kanyang front-facing camera, 9MP, which can also shoot you up to 1080p and 30 FPS. Now, pagdating naman sa mga camera shots na nakuha ko dito, simply just took some shot dito sa aking studio, honestly, masasabi ko, not so bad ang kanyang camera shots. It was able to give me some nice, decent shots naman kahit medyo low light. And honestly, hindi naman mataas ang expectation ko dito sa kanyang camera. Pagdating naman sa kanyang front-facing camera, kasi siguro medyo low light, pansin ko hindi lang sobrang gandang quality ng aking mukha. Probably low light, and makapapansin mo is medyo soft din ang quality. Now, right now, i-test ko lang ang quality ng kanyang front-facing camera if you're using it for video conferencing. Here goes. Hi guys, ako pala si Richmond ng Gadget Sidekick, and right now, ang gamit ko is the Infinix Xpad GT using its front-facing camera 9MP to shoot this video and recording at 1080p and 30 FPS. What can you say about yung kanyang video quality? Let me know in the comments. So guys, ano masasabi ko dito sa Infinix Xpad GT? Honestly, one of the best things na gusto ko dito sa kanya is yung laki ng kanyang screen. It's so rare na makahawak ko ng ganung kalaking tablet dahil may enjoy mo talaga ang display niya. Lalo kung mahilig ka magbasa ng mga articles, definitely giving you a better view if you have a big screen just like this one. Pagdating sa gaming, ma-enjoy mo rin naman siya, but I would definitely recommend you to buy a game controller dahil medyo mabigat hawakan ng tablet na ito at 655 grams. And honestly, hindi naman siya sobrang init as claimed by other tech reviewers na parang plancha ang feeling nito. Ang pinakamainit na inabot ko dito is 45 degrees Celsius sa Wuthering Waves, which is still acceptable para sa akin. Overall, nag-enjoy ako dito sa tablet na ito, and I think you would enjoy if you love a big screen just like this one. Siguro kulang na lang dito is a keyboard. Kaya guys, natipuhan nyo ba tong tablet na ito, si Infinix Xpad GT? And kung gusto nyo malaman kung saan nyo pwede mabili ito, I'll post the link on the description box below, or just simply click the product link. And if you like this video, don't forget to share it to your friends. And a quick sub sa aking channel is definitely awesome. I'll see you on my next video. And so, ako para si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.